Nyinyi viongozi wetu, ni mambo gani mnayofanya ambayo Bwana akija atawakemea? Na mnaona kama mnafanya vizuri sana, lakini Bwana akija bunge atawakemea. Hiyo mijadala ambayo inaendelea huko wakati mwingine imepoteza wakati, hata hatujui mko mswada gani. Mr. Speaker sir.
A very good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your greatest support. Let me start by saying this or asking this question. Should we say that it was never, or it wasn't this pastor's intentions to speak the way he spoke during the burial of Ichungwa'S father, confronting William Ruto together with Moses Wetangula? Or it was his intention, that is what he wanted to do? Because, you know, I've really listened to this pastor, and in this video, I want us to discuss a little bit about the two things that, the two scenarios, or the two statements that he made. The first statement he made towards William Ruto, and he told William Ruto face to face that you should not be politicking, like stop politics. Can you work for Kenyans? And you know right now what we expect or what we need as a country is we need leaders who work for us. We don't need leaders who are up every now and then. We don't need leaders who work every day and night saying that they're working, yet they're not working. In fact, they're already campaigning. They've prepared themselves, they're campaigning for 2027, yet we expect them to work.
Kwa hivyo katika maisha tunayoishi lazima tuhakikishe kwamba we do a good balance of the right things. So even our leaders, we urge you to be active, but doing the right things. Focus on what you are required to do. And not just our leaders, we as Kenyans as well. We can also get very active doing the wrong things as country, as the people of this country. Kama raia wema, tuko na shughuli nyingi, busy, running up and down, lakini matokeo ni gani? Unaweza mfugia mdudu mahali, ukafunga labda kwa chupa, ukamfugia hapo. Hawezi toka, lakini anazunguka ndani ya chupa. Anafanya hatua, anazunguka, anadhania kuna kitu atafanya, karibuni atatokea. But the truth is that the insect is trapped. It cannot leave that situation. But it cannot be accused of inactivity. It cannot be accused of doing nothing. Anazunguka ndani, anazunguka, lakini hakuna jambo linalofanyika. We can also look very active, but there are no results. There is no delivery. Therefore, we must be active and doing the right things. Again, we cannot afford to be inactive. We can't afford distractions, because even the passage in our second reading talks about Jesus heading to Jerusalem. He was resolute. He was heading to Jerusalem. Alikuwa anajua mahali hapo nitatakikana kufika. Zuia kufika mahali anataka kwenda. Na ndio anaambia wasipite hiyo njia. Na ndio anaambia wasipite hiyo njia ambayo wangetaka yeye pia apite, sababu alielewa hayo yote hayangeleta faida yoyote. We have so many distractions, like the disciples were distracted. As a country, we are always politicking. Siasa nyingi, pande zote. Hawa wanasema hivi, hawa wanasema hivi. Kelele pande hii, kelele pande hii. Yesu akitokea atatuambia nini? Hiyo makelele inaleta faida gani kwa nchi? Kuna mataifa ambayo tuna yaenzi ambayo yamepata maendeleo. Je, walipata maendeleo kwa hii staili yetu? Ya kelele pande hii, ya kujibizana, ya kulimana, ya kuagushana, ya kupakana hivyo ndivyo mataifa hayo tunayoenzi yalivyopata kuendelea. Kwa hivyo tunaweza kuonekana kama kuna jambo tunalolitenda, ukweli ni kwamba hakuna hatua tunayopiga, tunazunguka tu. We are the settlers yoke. The disciples looked like they were very much alert because they were even reporting to Jesus how they had gone to a place where Jesus had not gone. So they were reporting to Jesus how they had a lot of activity in their lives. Ati wakati hatukuwa karibu na wewe, sisi tulikuwa kazini. Tulikuwa tunachapa kazi. Na kazi moja tulifanya, kuna mtu tulipata akikemea mapepo akitumia nguvu zake, tukamsimamisha. Jesus was not there. They thought that that is a very good report. But Jesus refuses to accept that report because it's not good.
And also another thing, it was telling Wetangula, he told Wetangula that you are debating on, like whatever you be debating, you normally debate on parliament does not help Kenyans.
Therefore, every state of life that goes to any extreme is not helpful. It's not helpful. We must be balanced by the Lord. We must be active, but active in the right way. We must be limited and restricted katika mambo tunayofanya. Na nchi hii ya Kenya, lazima tujiulize ni mambo gani tunayohusika nayo ambayo Bwana angeyakemea, kama vile alivyokemea wanafunzi wake. Nyinyi viongozi wetu, ni mambo gani mnayofanya ambayo Bwana akija atawakemea? Na mnaona kama mnafanya vizuri sana, lakini Bwana akija bunge atawakemea. Hiyo mijadala ambayo inaendelea huko wakati mwingine imepoteza wakati, hata hatujui mko mswada gani. Mr. Speaker sir, tumefanya public participation na inasema wakati mwingine mijadala mlio nayo bunge haitusaidii. It doesn't add value to the country. Yesu akitokea atawakemea. Kwa hivyo make good use. Hata nyinyi wananchi nitakuja kwenu. Sababu hata sisi wakati mwingine tunajipata we are wasting time doing what we shouldn't do, making calls we shouldn't be making, writing text we should not be texting. Kama sasa wengine hawasikizi sermon, wameenda Google ati kutafuta hiyo sermon ilitolewa wapi. Hiyo haiko hapo. Kwa hivyo hata sisi raia lazima tujishughulishe kwa mambo yanayofaa. Mahali tunapaswa kutoenda kazi tuende polepole, mahali tunapaswa kukibia tukibie. Na hata sisi katika kanisa, hata sisi inafaa tutumie wakati wetu kwa kuwaletea watu ujumbe unaofaa. Kama wameingia kwa dhambi, tuwaambie mmeingia kwa dhambi, rudini kwa Bwana. Sio kuja hapa ati tunawafanyia masaji. Mkija kwa kanisa mmefanya madhambi, halafu tunawanyorosha, tunawapea masaji, mnatoka hapa mkisikia mzuri. Lazima tuwaelekeze kuishi katika Bwana katika maisha yenu. And this is for all of us, because sometimes we assume it is only one side that is wrong. All of us are guilty as charged.
And truth of the matter is, the 13th parliament is one of the most compromised parliaments that we've ever had since independence. Why? Because you find that anything that is being discussed in parliament, sometimes you ask yourself, are these people really serious with what they're doing? Are these people really serious with representing us? Because how would members of parliament just decide to discuss somebody's outfit or the way somebody's out, the way somebody's putting on? And that is a parliament that we as Kenyans, we expect to deliver, or maybe we expect to discuss matters that are affecting Kenyans. I've seen a lot of people, I've seen some people saying that this pastor is a Kikuyu, that is why he's speaking the way he's speaking. You know, whether he's a Kikuyu, whether he's a Kamba, whether he's a Luo, whether he's a Turkana, Kalenjin, a Maasai, a Kisii, or a Luya, truth of the matter is, and we all have to accept that the way things are happening in this country is not the same way they're supposed to happen. It's not the way that we expect them to happen. You see? Because you can't keep on discussing matters that only affect you, and you don't discuss matters that affect Kenyans. You can't keep on doing things that you only feel like, if we do this, we want to compromise ourselves. Like, remember during the time that William Ruto said that the members of parliament normally take bribes. I was keenly following that discussion at the parliament before they went to probation. And I was like, God damn it. So it means that these guys, they don't really care about as Kenyans, but they only care about what is being said about them. Because at the moment it was mentioned that the members of parliament are corrupt and they received 10 million, it was like, how they were like, how would William Ruto say that we are corrupt? You see, that why? Who is the person that he gave money? If there is a corrupt person in this country, then it's William Ruto, it's not us. So are you seeing that kind of statement? Like, they were really on the side of defending themselves. They want to prove themselves right. Like, we are not like this. This is not us. You see? And then you sit down, sometimes you wonder, where are we heading? What is really going on? Can we find a solution to these problems? And one thing I have to say is that the only solution that we can find to this, yes, we can find a solution. And the only solution that we can have, or we can find toward this problem, solve all these problems, is by making sure that this government don't go back to the office again. Because if they're doing this, and this one is just 3 years. So tell me what they're going to do for 10 years. What is it they're going to do for 10 years? They're going to do worse than this. And before I leave you, because I also want you to tell me what you think at the comment section, I would like to say this, that a lot of pastors, a lot of bishops, and a lot of priests who have been against William Samoei Ruto's regime and government, trying to correct him publicly, most of them that I've ever heard is that the government normally deal with them. So I don't know, maybe this pastor also, they will deal with him after confronting them in public. We really don't know. But one thing we have to acknowledge is that the pastor did what he was supposed to do. Whether it was his intention, whether it was led by the Spirit, at the end of the day, the message was home. That whatever you're doing as leaders of this country is not what we Kenyans or citizens expect from you. We expect better. Like, we expect better things. We expect change. We don't expect you to be telling us about your excess, a lot of things. You see? So after all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. I would also like to listen to your thought at the comment section. Please don't forget to drop me a comment, tell me what you think, and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Watch William Ruto's statement.
Mimi nimekuwa mtu wa bahati sana na familia hii, kwa sababu kupitia kwa mzee huyu na mama nimepata sio rafiki. I have got a friend who is more than a friend. Today I have a brother called Kimani Ichungwa. And I want to stand here in this hallowed and honored ground to say, in Kimani Ichungwa, we have a great leader. Without fear of any contradiction, we have a great leader, a man of his word. This man, Kimani Ichungwa, I call him Anthony. He has taken many bullets on my behalf. He has carried huge burdens on my behalf. Burdens that even my own brothers could not. But this man has. My friend, Kimani, on this day, when we are putting to rest your father, I want to tell you thank you very much for not just being a friend, for being a brother to me. And the same way you have stood with me, my brother, I want to say this in front of your family, I will stand with you. Na watu wa Kikuyu constituency na watu wa Kiambu, huyu kiongozi wenu sio kiongozi wa Kiambu ama Kikuyu. Huyu Kimani Ichungwa ni kiongozi wa Kenya. And this is what leadership means, that you must stand up to be counted for something. He's not a fair weather friend. He is a friend indeed. So I think he gives us lessons, and I'm sure we are confident that this is coming from Mzee, who is here, whom we are sending today to his place of rest. Asante sana Bishop na moderator wetu kwa kutuzungumzia neno la Mungu ili tuweze kufanya bidii. Umetuambia ya kwamba muda ni mfupi, na sababu hiyo kila mtu afanye bidii so that we can use the time we have meaningfully. We can, all of us, make a contribution to the nation when we have an opportunity to. Tukiwa MCAs, we do our part. Tukiwa wabunge, we do our part. Tukiwa magavana, we do our part. Na sisi wote mawaziri, and all of us, we make a contribution towards making this nation great. And I am very confident about the future of Kenya. Asanteni sana. Nimekuja na mke wangu Rachel. Maybe you can, unaweza kusimama hapo. Najua wakati maneno imesemekana hapa, wakati maneno imesemekana ya X, nikaona hawa wadosi hapa wanaongea sana, kukakuwa na consultation kubwa hapa, na mimi nikaona Rachel anajaribu kunitazama, mimi nikakaza macho tu nikaangalia mbele kwa alafu ni kama alikuwa ananiuliza hata wewe huko na hii maneno ama lakini Rachel, si unajua maneno yangu yote naweka wazi. So Mzee was a great man. It is not easy for a man, a girlfriend who you did not marry, alafu amezaa watoto 8, ati tena uende umwambie sijui ilienda ikarudi. It takes a man of exceptional credentials to be able to do that, and to buy land, support them, and work with them. So this Ichungwa was a great man. I mean Ichungwa, the old man. I'm not saying Ichungwa this one. Unajua huyu atutake ni mtu mzuri, na bibi yake anaitwa Alice, na mimi namjua. Msimuwekee maneno mengine mengi. Unajua kuna watu hapa wanasema maneno wanaweza kumisinterpret. So it tells you how big a heart Mzee Ichungwa had to accommodate the children of other people, to support communities, different communities, and he inspires us to do the same. Kwa hivyo, kwa familia tena asanteni sana, poleni. You have our support, you have our prayers. Mzee huyu vile mumeona tumekuja wengi, alikuwa baba yenu pia, lakini alikuwa baba yetu na rafiki wa watu wengi. Thank you very much to the church. I can confirm that Kimani Ichungwa is a member, staunch member of PCA. All the time, huyu mungwana anatuambia mimi ni member number 39 wa Musa Getao. Mpaka sisi wote tunajua. Because he is very proud about his membership of PCA. So, na tunashukuru sana mmekuja kumzika baba yake. Asanteni sana. Mwadhani ya muradhime.
Tumpongeze rais tena kwa makofi. Asante sana kwa hotuba yako ya kututia moyo. And as we remain standing, the next thing we'll do really is just to exit. I'm told the benediction will be done by the graveside, and this is the exit protocol. We'll start with the clergy, and let me ask the pallbearers to kindly take their position, as we will have the clergy followed by the casket, then the immediate family together with His Excellency the President and other leaders who are close by. The space there is very small, so the rest of us kindly will remain here to watch what's happening on the screen. So let me request the clergy to kindly take your position, pallbearers, as we now prepare to exit and proceed to the graveside. The benediction will be done by the graveside, and therefore we will have our closing